I've always hated Ninetales Chakra mode, and I've explained some of my reasons in previous videos, but I think it deserves a video of its own. I was watching a video comparing the two final battles in Avatar by a YouTuber named PayTalksAnime, and in it, he explains how the Avatar state gave great power, but it came with a great cost, and how this was abandoned in the final battle. This inspired me to do an in-depth breakdown on why Naruto's Chakra mode isn't good. It'd be best to start with a good example, just to show you how bad it is. The Pain arc was probably the peak of Chakra being equally powerful and balanced. I'll show you by breaking down Naruto's moveset in his fight against Pain. His first move was Shadow Clone Jutsu. He can make about 1,000 clones of himself. The drawback is that it takes a lot of Chakra. This is energy consumption. He gets around this drawback by having a lot of Chakra thanks to the Ninetales, but I'll get to that later. Clones aren't really a big factor in this fight anyway for a few reasons. The one I'll focus on is that no matter how many clones he could make, his 6 opponents would make quick work of them. His second move was Rasengan and his variants. Regular Rasengan is a very powerful attack that can kill on impact. The move has two major weaknesses. The first is range. It has the range of a punch, meaning that the user needs to get extremely close to use it. The second is prep time. The move needs to be charged up before being used, but it doesn't take that much time, so this is mostly negligible. His variant is Rasen Shuriken. This move is even stronger than Rasengan, but it has drawbacks. The first is physical damage. Using the attack damages Naruto's hand. Tsunade tells him to never use it again. Physical damage matters because it keeps the user from wanting to use the power, and it limits the amount of times they can use it. The second is range. Again, it has the range of a punch. His third move was Transformation Jutsu. This allows him to physically transform himself into anything or anyone. The drawback is energy consumption, but it's probably very low, which fits with such a weak move. His fourth was Summoning Jutsu. This allows him to summon giant frogs that can fight alongside him. The drawback is energy consumption. It takes a lot of Chakra to summon, but again, Naruto has a large amount of Chakra due to the tailed beast. His fifth move was Sage Mode. This gives him a physical boost, slightly ranged attacks, allows him to use Ultra Big Ball Rasengans, and allows him to throw his Rasen Shuriken, overcoming the physical damage drawback. But such a powerful move has drawbacks. Cost 1. Prep time. This mode not only takes time to charge, but he has to be completely still in order to charge the energy required. Cost 2. Time limit. This mode can only be used for a limited amount of time before the power wears off. Naruto cleverly gets around costs 1 and 2 by summoning clones to charge the energy for him in a safe place. This could mostly negate the weaknesses if it weren't for cost 3. Stock limit. This is a genius addition where Naruto could only charge up Sage energy in 2 clones because of how difficult it is. Since he started the battle already in Sage mode, that means he only had 3 stocks of Sage mode. His sixth move was Ninetales Chakra. Naruto had a tailed beast inside of him, which gave him a large amount of Chakra. There are other drawbacks like disrupting his Chakra control, but that's not relevant in this fight. When using the Jinchuriki forms, these were his costs. Cost 1. Loss of control. When Naruto uses at least one tail, he begins to lose control of himself, and it gets worse the more tails he uses. This ties into cost 2. Emotional damage. Because he loses control, he could hurt his allies. He hurt Sakura while fighting Orochimaru. This is something Naruto wouldn't want, so this cost limits him from using the mode. Cost 3. Physical damage. When Naruto enters the 4-tailed mode, his skin starts burning and peeling. Sakura had to heal him after his fight against Orochimaru because of this. This mode gives great power, but the 3 costs all make the user want to stay away from using it unless they truly have to. As you can see, every single one of his powers are balanced. The stronger they are, the greater the costs. Let's compare that to Ninetales Chakra mode. I'll start by comparing NTCM to the regular Jinchuriki form. This mode gives Naruto the physical advantages, the Chakra arms, and the tailed beast bomb of the Jinchuriki form. Jinchuriki had 3 weaknesses. What about NTCM? Does it have loss of control? No. Does it have emotional damage? No. Does it have physical damage? No. He gets all of the Jinchuriki powers with no costs. Also, remember how Rasengan's cost was its range? Now, Naruto can use his Chakra arms to hit people with Rasengans from a distance. But let me also compare it to Sage mode. This mode also had 3 weaknesses. Does NTCM have prep time? No. Does it have a time limit? No. Does it have a stock limit? No. But you know what it does share with Sage mode? The ability to throw Rasen Shurikens and use Ultra Big Ball Rasengans. It is also presumably a better physical boost than Sage mode. As you can see, NTCM takes all of the pros from the past modes with none of the cons, which is why it's broken, but it doesn't stop there. Kurama Chakra mode is an even stronger mode that he accesses by learning the kyubi's name. What can KCM do? Apart from everything NTCM can do, it can create a giant avatar of the kyubi. Originally, if Naruto were to access the giant fox, he'd have lost control and could cause emotional damage. Here, he's completely in control. Furthermore, the fox would have been physical and capable of taking damage. This fox is completely made of Chakra, but that's not all. KCM can also share his Chakra to give allies version 1 cloaks, which are the bubbly kind. Originally, when Naruto entered this form, he'd be losing control and could cause emotional damage, but when his allies have the version 1 cloaks, this doesn't happen. This does the same kind of damage to the balancing of Naruto's powers as NTCM did, but worse. In conclusion, Naruto's chakra modes suck because they keep all of the pros from their previous powers and add more, but drop off all the cons, making the modes unbalanced. Previously, Naruto's powers were not only balanced, but he also found clever ways to get around the costs. After the pain arc, it feels like Kishimoto just stopped trying to balance Naruto. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and help me revolutionize the manga industry by buying my manga and spreading the word. All important links will be in the description.